This is Heart to Heart podcast hosted by Lena Kevlani, artazar.com, online art gallery.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Heart to Heart podcast. This is Lena Kevlani from artazar.com, online art gallery. And today, I have an amazing guest that I came across. She's a newly found friend of mine. Her name is Sheetal Mihir, and she is a Geo Vastu consultant. Sheetal, tell us a bit about yourself and welcome to the show.
Thank you, Lena. Thank you for having me here today. So, I'm Sheetal Mihir and I represent my company Circle of Purpose. I'm a geopathic professional and a scientific Vastu consultant. And I stay in Dubai since 20 years. And it's more than 6 years that I have been practicing Geo Vastu professionally in Dubai as well as India.
So, Sheetal, for our listeners who don't know much about Geo Vastu, could you explain its originals, its principles? Because a lot of our listeners don't know what exactly this is. Like I didn't until I met you. So I'm sure they'd be very curious, what is Geo Vastu?
So Vastu is an ancient science of architecture or structure where we stay. And we all have learned about 5 elements in the school. So our body is made up of 5 elements.
Perfect.
Even this earth is made up of 5 elements.
True.
And the premises where we stay in also has those 5 elements.
Perfect.
So any imbalance of any element in that premises is going to create an imbalance in our body, which shows that energetically our body is related to the premises. So if we make any changes in that surrounding, that's going to be improving our quality of our life.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's amazing. But, you know, a lot of people perceive Vastu as a traditional or mystical praxis. Whereas I know you integrate scientific principles into your approach.
Right.
Do you want to explain a bit about that? How science has merged into something that was very superstitious?
Correct. So it was almost 5,000 years ago, people noticed that the environment where they were staying actually affected them. Some of the most ancient civilizations of the world, before they started construction, had actually started studying and implementing those changes, what they were observing.
Observing around them, in the nature and everything.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, so science of Vastu was then derived in India, which was mentioned in many of our Vedas in olden days. And after that, it was followed by all the kings also to make their kingdom more Vastu compliant and auspicious so that they rule over the countries or they win their countries more rich and all that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you integrate science into what you do?
So based on the ancient knowledge of Vastu, a lot of scientists have come up with the new technology of aura energy scanner, which actually scans and detects the negative frequencies around us that are disturbing us.
And those could be coming from mobile phones, from things around us.
Yes, radiation,
pollution, a lot of other elements.
Earth energies.
Oh, that's really, really interesting.
Yeah.
So how do you assess and analyze the energy flow and balance within a space from a scientific perspective?
Yes, so everything in this world interacts in the form of energy.
True.
We all believe in this.
Right.
Correct. And we all can sense the energies that, when you go somewhere, you feel good about it, or somewhere when you go, you don't like.
Actually, I'll just say something that hit me. You know, I love traveling. And I went into a city once and I have never felt like I want to run away now. Like that energy of that city, and bless that city, very honestly, it has gone through a lot of trauma of its own. It's Phnom Penh in Cambodia, which has experienced insane amount of killings and mass graves and everything. But you know, when I walked into that city, I just felt, for the first time in my life, can I leave now? It was really strong. Like energetically, I didn't like it. Funnily enough, in Cambodia, a couple of hours down, you go to Angkor Wat, and the energy switched. I could stay there the whole morning, the whole evening, the whole night.
Correct.
And I just loved it. So I get where you're coming from.
Yes.
Sorry to cut you off, but yeah.
Yeah. So that also affects a lot. The energy there, like you said, a lot of killings have happened. Imagine how much negativity is there.
Yeah, how much
in that place.
pain.
Pain, sorrows, people have suffered there. So they have all those emotions all packed there, which is affecting us. And now when we are staying into these flats or villas, we really don't know what is the energy that is existing in the house.
Under us.
And it is really affecting us, but we can't see what it is.
True.
We don't know what is affecting us. That's when the aura energy scanner, which I say Geo Vastu, which is scientific way of trying to detect the problems in the house, comes into the picture to know that, okay, now this thing is giving me a problem.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. So, can you describe some tangible benefits or improvements that we can expect in our lives or well-being by implementing scientific Vastu principles in our living or working environments?
Right. So, when we are implementing scientific principles of Vastu, we are actually improving our physical, mental and emotional well-being, increasing productivity, because you start feeling fresh, you start feeling good,
you start feeling
happy, focused. You feel like doing work, like, oh, okay, come on, I have to do this today. At the same time, when the energies in the house are not good, you feel so tired, lethargic, procrastination, that, oh, okay, let me do this tomorrow, not today. All these things really matter a lot. So when we are doing these basic, at least the basic things into Vastu, so what happens is you're trying to create the happy environment where everybody is happy and motivated to do those things. And when people talk about Vastu, they feel that this is all about demolition. So they literally try to hesitate to, go into Vastu or do anything into Vastu. But today, in a scientific Vastu, we don't need to demolish anything. Be it a wrong entry, be it a toilet, be it a gas which is in the wrong direction, which all really affects us. So in Geo Vastu, we can actually treat the house without demolition.
Beautiful. One question for my listeners. What is the difference between Geo Vastu and Feng Shui? Is there a principal difference?
Not very drastic difference, but Geo Vastu or Vastu believes in the structural alignment or placement or surroundings corrections, whereas in Feng Shui they believe in keeping the objects to enhance the room or the direction.
Oh, okay. Nice to know that. Can you discuss the importance of harmony between human beings, their surroundings, the environment? I know we've been talking about this, but as it relates to Vastu, Geo Vastu, I mentioned, one of the things I realized during COVID was if I did not have a window with sunlight pouring in, I couldn't work. I needed, I would look out. Maybe because I was trapped in.
Yes.
I needed to look out. I think that was just me. I don't know.
No. Obviously, there were a lot of people who actually want, because we are not used to staying inside.
No, I'm not.
Correct, exactly. And imagine the house where there is so much of chaos and fights in the house, people are not happy. And at that time, when they were trapped in the house, it was so difficult for them to stay. Right? Now, if that particular house was, say, at least balanced by Vastu or Geo Vastu, that the people would love to stay together, because the energy, the vibes in the house are totally different, which makes your premises very happy. Earth is actually a revolving magnet which emits a lot of radiations during rotation. Now we don't even know that the Earth rotates, right? So the frequency
we don't feel it.
Yeah, we don't feel it. So the rotation frequency of the Earth is only 7.2 hertz. So our body is used to that radiation or that
movement.
That frequency.
Yes.
Yeah, that frequency on what the Earth rotates. But when the negative radiations are emitting from the Earth, that is a telluric energy, frequency of that energy is 250 hertz.
Oh wow, so from 7.5 to 250.
250, yeah. So each 250 line, if imagine it's crossing our body, how it's going to affect our human organs.
Ah,
because
got
even
it.
If, even if there's a plant which is there on the geo line, it's not going to sustain.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah,
that's why some things don't survive in those lines.
Yes, so that's the negative radiations from the earth energies. Then we work on the second level, that is the structural level, which is a normal vastu, which we see, oh, this color is not right here, the placement of the bed, the color combinations,
right.
Even the paintings that we use in the house are coming in the structural areas. And the third level is the cosmic level, where the ultraviolet radiations come from the sun and the other planets. We are trying to balance the telluric level, the structural level, and the cosmic level.
This is how much we as a human are trying to balance without even realizing we're balancing.
Yes, actually.
Oh, wow. Wow. Thank you for all that knowledge. We really love it. So usually, Sheetal, we do a Did You Know section, which is all about you. But today, I want to do something different. I would like for you to leave 3 simple tips for our listeners to implement.
Sure. So the first and foremost is that never keep your shoes unorganized at the entrance of the house. Because at the entrance is where the positive energy starts flowing throughout the house. And imagine those shoes which we have gone everywhere, carrying so many energies, different energies, maybe good, maybe bad, is flowing all over in the house.
Okay, guys, all of you who put your shoes right at the entrance, you know what to do. Put it in a cupboard, organize it properly, away from the entrance.
Second one, I would say, always keep northeast of the house clean and clutter-free, because that's the zone of your clarity of mind. So imagine cluttering your mind. No new ideas, no thought process, which is going to
No
be...
new ideas, no new thought process, nothing.
Nothing. And if there is any toilet or kitchen there, that needs to be treated. That's very important.
And the third?
Third one, I would say placement of mirrors.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because people love to have mirrors everywhere.
I don't. But yeah, go for it.
Never put the mirror anywhere without checking the direction.
Okay.
Because it might lead to accidents, losses, so many negative things.
Oh, wow. So thank you so much, Sheetal. Thank you. So I know you know me very briefly, but because I was in advertising, I used to ask crazy questions. So it's Crazy Leena question time. What's the craziest change you have seen in someone when implementing GeoVastu for them?
Okay, there are a lot of them actually, but...
Just one would be great.
One would be great. Okay, now there was this big company, which I cannot name.
Of course, yeah, please don't.
So they were actually supposed to shut down because there are a lot of payments were blocked in the market.
Oh, wow.
They were not getting the payments.
Oh, wow.
So once somebody recommended me to them and I did GeoVastu for them, and within few weeks they started receiving the blocked payments, and today the company is back on track.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. So guys, I'm leaving Sheetal's details below. Please feel free to get in touch with her and discuss more. I was completely fascinated when I met her. Maybe because this is slightly out of my comfort zone, but yes, because it's steeped in science, I was a lot more open to receiving information because it came from a scientific perspective. So thank you, Sheetal. Thank you for thank you for being here. Loved having you on board. I hope you had as much fun as I did.
Yes, sure, Leena. Thank you for having me here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And guys, leaving you with a very, very positive note. Don't leave your shoes cluttered. Please put them in a cupboard. And with that, we say goodbye. And I'll see you again. This is Leena Kevlani signing off from artazar.com. And have a great week ahead.